Notwithstanding that, it's time for Q&A. We say shukran jazilan this evening to Mufti Ismail Basa, Jamiat KZN, resident expert at Channel Islam International, answering our questions. Mufti Sahab, 2 questions coming in today. The first one says, if one misses performing a Sajdah Tilaawat in Taraweeh Salaah, can they make Qadha of it after the Salah?
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem, amma ba'd. If a person is performing Salah and a person recites a verse of Sajdah Tilaawat, then it is wajib, compulsory for the one reciting the verse of Sajdah Tilaawat, for the one performing the Salah, to perform the Sajdah Tilaawat within the Salah whilst performing Salah. A person is permitted and allowed to delay or postpone the performance of Sajdah Tilaawat up to 2 verses from the verse of Sajdah Tilaawat. So in total 3 verses. 1, the verse of Sajdah Tilaawat, and 2 verses thereafter. That is the limit a person is permitted to delay and postpone the performance of Sajdah Tilaawat during the rakat or during the Salah. If a person did not perform the Sajdah Tilaawat during the Salah and the Salah terminated, salam was made for the Salah to be completed, there is no qaza. There is no qaza of a Sajdah Tilaawat that was recited and not performed during the Salah after a Salah. In other words, it is not possible for you to make qaza of a Sajdah Tilaawat after the Salah is terminated. Why? Because the mahal and the place of Sajdah Tilaawat was during the Salah. And since the place of Salah is no more, the Salah has terminated, there is no qaza for the Sajdah Tilaawat whatsoever. What must a person do? A person must make tawbah and istighfar for being negligent or for not performing the Sajdah Tilaawat during the Salah. So in summary, there is no qaza for a Sajdah Tilaawat that was recited in Salah and that was not performed during the Salah.
Appreciate that advice. Mufti Sahab, next question says, a woman made intention to sit in Sunnah I'tikaaf at home due to COVID-19. She cannot sit and keep her fast and broke it. Can she continue with her I'tikaaf though?
One of the primary conditions for the validity of a Sunnah I'tikaaf being observed in the masjid by a male or being observed at home in a place designated for Salah by a female is that they must observe the Sunnah I'tikaaf in a state of fasting. It must be observed in a state of fasting. So, it is not possible for a male or a female to observe a Sunnah I'tikaaf whilst not fasting. So, in other words, an elderly person, a person that is suffering from a terminal sickness who cannot fast during the month of Ramadan, he or she cannot observe a Sunnah I'tikaaf. In other words, a male who is terminally ill cannot observe a Sunnah I'tikaaf in the masjid, and a female who is terminally ill cannot observe a Sunnah I'tikaaf at home. Why? Because fasting is a condition, and as they cannot observe fast, it would not be possible for them to observe a Sunnah I'tikaaf. They must observe a Nafil I'tikaaf. Now, in the case of a woman who is observing a Sunnah I'tikaaf at home, she had COVID, she couldn't observe the fast for medical reasons, etc., and she had to break the fast. She cannot continue a Sunnah I'tikaaf. She will be able to continue a Nafil I'tikaaf. Why? Because the fast broke while she was observing the Sunnah I'tikaaf. What must she do in regards to the I'tikaaf that was broken? She must keep 1 day qaza of I'tikaaf during the month of Ramadan or after the month of Ramadan. So the day that it broke, if it's still the month of Ramadan, the next day she can observe a proper fast if she is able to do so and observe that 1 day Sunnah I'tikaaf qaza. In that way it would be done, but it would not be possible for her to observe a 10-day Sunnah I'tikaaf because her Sunnah I'tikaaf broke. So in summary, fasting is a condition to observe Sunnah I'tikaaf and to continue with the Sunnah I'tikaaf. If the fast was broken, it is not possible to continue the Sunnah I'tikaaf. You can continue it as a Nafil I'tikaaf and you will have to make qaza of one day's i'tikaf during the month of Ramadan or after the month of Ramadan.
It's the month of